Welcome back. It's time to break down the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm back here with Mort. What's up, Mort? How you doing today?
Nothing much. Good. I'm out of work. Can't complain about that.
So the Seattle Seahawks. Let me state this right away. They were 9-7 in 1990 and 7-9 in 1991. They didn't make the playoffs either year. And there's no reason that they should be worse than the Chargers in this game, but they are. They're not as good as the Chargers. So overall as a team, I think they might have, gotten screwed over a little bit on the ratings. But Mort is going to start, and he's going to go over the Seattle Seahawks offense for you.
All right. Dave Krieg, he has a lot of passing control, 69 passing control, which is pretty high in the game. But his 25 passing speed sometimes negates that. You see, because a lot of times with that really low passing speed, people just get to it and he's throwing into coverage a lot. He has the standard 13 MS and he has a 69 avoid pass block as well. Kelly Stouffer, his backup, is normal backup, 13 MS, 44 passing speed, 38 pass control. Then we got John L. Williams, a fullback, who has 63 receptions, 44 running speed, 38 hitting power, 25 MS, and very good receptions, but a fullback who's slower. Derrick Fenner, a fullback with a lot of hitting power, with 75 hitting power, 56 running speed, and 25 maximum speed, and not much of the reception for Fenner. Now, the next two running backs actually do have some decent MS for the lower end of the ROB with 38 MS with James Jones and then 25 receptions, and Chris Warren with 38 MS, 25 receptions as well. Usually I would end up using Chris Warren or James Jones. A lot of times I'll find a place for Derrick Fenner. I like to use Derrick Fenner as my kickoff returner. John L. Williams, sometimes I might make him into a receiver with that ability to catch the ball. Into the receiving corps, we have Brian Blades with 31 MS, 50 receptions, and then Tommy Kane, 38 MS, the best receiver on the team speed-wise, 56 receptions. Paul Skansky, 25 MS, 44 receptions, not much there. Chadwick has 38 MS and 44 receptions, so you've got two guys with 38 MS to use at receiver position. Ron Heller, the tight end, is very slow with 19 MS, 31 receptions, 44 hitting power. And the backup, Travis McNeil, is 25 MS, 31 receptions, 44 hitting power. I think that makes the backup actually a little bit slightly better than the starter. On to the offensive line. The offensive line, the center, 56 hitting power, 31 MS. Left guard, 44 hitting power, 38 MS. Right guard, Brian Millard, 50 hitting power, 31 maximum speed. And then left tackle, 50 hitting power, 44 maximum speed. A very good offensive line so far. And finally, Ron Mattis, 56, the right tackle, 25 MS. That means your kick returner will have a 25 MS speed on the kick returns. But overall, it's actually a pretty good offensive line compared to a lot of the bad teams in the game. Norm Johnson, your kicker, isn't that great. 44 kicking ability, 38 avoid kick block. What does a 44 give him?
44, he should be able to kick about a 67-yard field goal.
All right.
That's his range.
All right, and then we got the punter, Rick Donnelly. Not much kicking ability, can avoid the kick block, and your punter doesn't mean much in this game.
No, he doesn't.
All right, you're up with the defense.
All right, the Seattle Seahawks defense. It's a little strange compared to other teams, but they have one superior defender, and he's actually on the defensive line. But let's start with Tony Woods. He's actually a solid defensive lineman, 44 maximum speed, 50 hitting power. He'll be able to do some damage. Joe Nash in the middle. For a nose tackle, 44 hitting power is not too good. His speed's all right, though, 38, 19 interceptions. So he's not going to help you in coverage. Now, Jacob Green, he's the best defender on the team. It's because of his maximum speed, 63. I mean, that's up there with top defenders in the game. He has a good hitting power, too, 56. Running speed at the snap of the ball is a 38, so he can get back in coverage quick. And he accelerates at a 50 rushing power. He's only 19 interceptions, though, so if you choose to use him in coverage, then he's not necessarily going to get a lot of interceptions or help you break up that many passes. But since you probably will be playing a poorer team with the Seahawks, he might just do the job. Let's take a look at their linebacking core. Rufus Porter, he's not too bad. 44 maximum speed, 44 hitting power, 19 interceptions. So he's not a coverage linebacker, and all their linebackers don't have any coverage skills, so that's unfortunate. Cortez Kennedy, the good thing about Cortez Kennedy is his hitting power. It's 56. So on certain sweep plays, you can use him as a middle linebacker and get right in the line, and he's going to have hitting power, so you won't be too worried about actually having some success with it. We got some in the chat, and we'll answer some of that after we break down the team matchups. And David Wyman, another linebacker, 38 maximum speed, 38 hitting power. You don't like that hitting power for a linebacker. Terry Wooden, again, not a good linebacker. Only 38 maximum speed, 38 hitting power, 19 interceptions. So is there anything worth in the secondary for the Seahawks? Well, yeah, there's actually a couple guys that are pretty good. Patrick Hunter isn't one of them. He has low interceptions for a corner. His speed's not too good, although it's not the best. His speed's just not the best. It's 38, and he has a 38 hitting power. So you're not going to be user controlling him. You got Dwayne Harper. Dwayne Harper's got a 50 interceptions, 50 maximum speed. So he's going to be your number one guy to get back in coverage. He's not the fastest, though, at the snap of the ball. It's running speed 31. And his hitting power is not that good either. But if you user control him, you won't get popcorned. Eugene Robinson, the good thing about him is his interceptions. That's solid for the Seahawks defender. But you're not going to user control him because he's only a 38 maximum speed, 38 hitting power. But he will help you a little bit in drone coverage. And then Nesby Glasgow. Is that how you pronounce it?
I believe so.
I never said his name out loud. So his running speed is 31, accelerating at 38, rushing power. His maximum speed is good, and his hitting power. So you will user control him in certain situations. Now, the one thing you have to be aware of is that he's only a 25 in interception, so he's not the best coverage safety. But as far as speed for playing, the lower end teams, and his hitting power is also solid. So your punt returner will actually have not too bad of a speed with the 50 maximum speed. Due to how the game was programmed, the punt returner always gets the strong safety speed no matter who you put there. So let's take a look at who you would call in a Tecmo Madison matchup with the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, at the Seattle Seahawks, the most common matchup you're going to see is Seattle versus New England. Another good matchup with Seattle is Seattle versus Green Bay, Seattle versus the Colts, maybe Seattle versus the Cleveland. Problem with Seattle is with every other team in there, they're pretty much just getting more and more ridiculous to be Seattle because of that bad defense. Like Seattle versus the Jets, any other game I could think of, Seattle, Atlanta, it's basically coming down to your ability to JJ. If you can JJ and just throw it deep with Dave Krieg and get away with it, Seattle can compete with teams. But besides that, it's the only thing they really got going for them. And that's why mainly you'll see it in Seattle versus New England.
Yeah, Seattle versus New England's probably the best matchup for them. I'm actually surprised you said the Colts. I wouldn't even go that low in a matchup.
I think nobody uses the Colts anymore because they could just do Seattle versus New England.
Yeah,
they are out there, but I don't know.
The Colts just have nothing for you. And then it's really a stretch for other teams. I could see a Packers matchup maybe. That might be a little bit
passing
of a
matchup because the Packers don't have a good secondary, so Seattle could just throw it on them.
Yeah, I could see that. And the Browns, you probably don't want to call that because they're going to have a good advantage at quarterback. Even though Dave Krieg has that 69 pass control, it's going to be rough for the Browns.
So I'll take Seattle.
All right, Mort's got Seattle. Okay, we'll answer some of the stuff in the chat now. Seattle's pretty piss poor. All right, and then we got D. Clem1. He wants to get in some practice with us this week. He's a local Chicago guy. I emailed him to come over a couple weeks ago. He couldn't make it, so hopefully,
hopefully
he can come by for at least a practice session before the tournament.
Yeah.
Kennedy was a beast. Also liked Michael Sinclair. And then if you have any questions for me or Mort during the stream, now's the time. Otherwise, you can comment always after we're done. All right, so who am I going to go with? Should I go with the Patriots or?
Up to you. Go with Cleveland, go with the Patriots, go with the Packers.
I'm going to try the Packers, see how... I know I suggested it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
But I think it's actually not that bad of a matchup.
Yeah.
Because, basically they're kind of mirror. I actually think the Seattle's defense has a few more options, whereas the Packers...
Yeah, the
Packers is really... Tim Harris is their best guy, a little bit of Mark Murphy, but he's not even as good as Seattle's second and third defenders, so...
I remember what I like to do with this team.
And the number one thing with the Seahawks is, don't get too overconfident in Krieg's pass control, because that passing speed can really leave you floating the ball up there. That's why his best ball is probably the Hail Mary, just hope he jumps up and catches it type of ball.
Yeah.
He's the king of the floater JJ. I do like the Seattle Seahawks offense as far as, the two guys you could put there. You could put Tommy Kane and Williams, or, you could put Derrick Fenner as a tight end. It looks like Mort put Chadwick in just for some extra speed at receiver. He's not too bad. I think he's 44 receptions.
Yeah, 38 MS, 44 receptions. Just trying to...
So I'm going to choose to run up the middle for that play just because he has Cortez Kennedy, so I feel pretty confident that he would be able to bust in my line if I pick the sweep across, so I'm not even going to bother with it. All right. We got Haddix.
I think Haddix your kick returner.
Yeah, for sure.
They got a couple 38 MS running backs. I think
Yeah.
Monta don't actually have some receptions. He can actually catch the ball.
I think we'll put Haddix over here, even though he can't catch.
Yeah.
Get that run blocking, leave the Magic Man in, and just see how it goes.
All right.
Did Mort and his brother practice any NBA Jam for the Friday Night Retro? No, I just asked him that.
Not yet. We had a little problem with no system and the 800 miles between us. And I don't have a computer, so I really haven't been able to practice it all. But I'm just gonna wing it. Seattle, right?
Is Seahawks and Saints a good matchup?
It can be played, but I mean, it's going to be hard for the Seahawks to stop the Saints' running game. Really hard. Their kickoff returns are going to be a problem for the Seahawks. And then even their passing is going to open up more just because of that running game. It's just going to be a hard game. I mean, the Seahawks and the Saints' defense is pretty good. They might eventually just slow down Dave Krieg. And then they might just ground your run game to a halt. I mean, you could play it. You could try it out. It might work every now and then again, but it's not going to work as reliably as Seattle versus New England. Or even this one.
All right, so what me and Mort decided for this one is we're going to do some offensive analysis. So when each of us are on offense, we're going to talk about what we're doing. So first play, I'm just kind of disguising between two of my plays so he knows could be a pass or a run up the middle. I got really no one open, so I just decide to take off, get some yards, and got 7. Only bad thing is I stayed in bounds there. Probably should have gotten closer to the sideline, but I think I got more yardage because I didn't. So here I knew I just needed 3 yards. I actually ran with the quarterback again. The Magic Man, as you can see, has a 25 maximum speed. So that is a strength of his. He will be able to pick you up some additional yards. Oh, and that's just bad awareness right there. I actually was going for the guy deep. And sometimes that happens if you're using a quarterback that's a little bit faster than you're used to. You don't look, and you think he should be in bounds, and he's actually not in bounds. All right, so I picked up some yards. I could have actually thrown down to the receiver in motion on that shotgun play, but I just chose to run. Here he guesses the play. 4th down and 7. You know, I'm not far enough down the field. I feel like I could get 7 yards. So this is a tough call early in this game. I think I'm just going to punt it away.
Offense.
Yeah, so
not giving me 3 points.
I'll see what I can do on the defensive end first. So yeah, the punts. So the play really hurt where I stepped out of bounds.
All right.
Oh, you might be able to win a game at the tourney.
All right. On offense, my game plan is just to take advantage of my playbook and Dave Krieg, try to get a lot of throws in and run with the quarterback. All right. I noticed that I have one guy open, so I go into the opposite side of my open guy, so that way I can run freely with the quarterback while he covers the open receiver. All right. Let's take a look. Go with pass again. All right. This time I've got one guy open again. I had a burn route I just missed. I decided to scramble with the QB there instead of throwing it. Alright, need 1 yard here. I figured he wouldn't guess that. That would get me the yard.
I almost thought about guessing that one too. I'm like, yeah, you might do to sneak this one in there.
Alright, I got one guy open up top, so again, I'm going to the opposite side. Well, that was probably Bob Nelson who ran me down. But if I tried to do that on the same side, it would be too easy for him to defend. So I'm always watching to see who's open, and then to see where I need to scramble to. So I've got one guy open again. He's right here. Now I'm doing this. Oops. You gotta be a little careful. Don't get sacked. Ah! Got me.
Yeah, I actually saw the extra coverage running at him, so I kind of bailed on trying to chase down the quarterback.
I had a little surprise for him on this play because I noticed he's been picking Harris. And Chris Warren on his first carry gets a nice yardage for me. 38 MS running backs in a game like this without a lot of good defenders, they can get in there and cause some damage. Unfortunately, my blocking there wasn't up to task.
I could take that risk there because the running backs aren't fast.
Yep, that's first down. Yep.
So I could try to plug that hole.
Guess play, go into the easy bailout. Unfortunately, the timing's a lot different than what I'm used to with Krieg. And I may be a second longer on that. It's close to being an interception. But let's see. Alright. I've got a lot of guys open. And I'm going to Williams, who was wide open. And hopefully he'll catch this. That's very deceptive on that route. A lot of people, that tight end going deep, they'll forget about it. He's going to be wide open because the bottom receiver is going to stop at a certain point. And the top receiver. It's not the easiest to hit, but that time with Krieg, I was able to hit John L. Williams for a big touchdown.
Yeah, I kind of made a mistake in my coverage. I thought he picked pass 4 for some reason.
Oh, it was pass 4.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, the tight end goes deep, but because only the tight end goes deep. Everybody else, stops. Like, that one route stops, 30 yards down the field. So he was all alone and wide open. And so I was just waiting patiently, just trying to keep myself alive so I could throw it.
Get a nice run up the middle to start off the drive. Try another run. Just trying to establish a run game here. This is a big drive. I want to try to get some points going here. And there. Could have taken a shot downfield, but I still got enough for a long drive in the second quarter. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to get a long drive and score a touchdown before the end of the half. And there he gets to play, so I just kind of threw it away. The guy that I could have thrown to was on the ground, so... And there, that was a good executed play. Hit the guy open, saw the defender wasn't there. Seahawks defenders aren't going to have that much recovery. And got out of bounds, stops the clock. Got a nice short route. Made him commit one way or another. Actually, Magic Man's passing speed helped right there because he was able to sneak it in before. Because he actually guessed right on the defense. It's just the ball got there before.
Touchdown.
So I caught him a little bit off balance for a second, and I was able to sneak that pass in there on the button hook, and results in a touchdown. Kemp had just enough speed to outrun the Seattle defenders. They're saying Mort is a Tecmo encyclopedia.
I got
59 seconds. I scored a little bit too fast, so I left the door open for him either getting into field goal range with one big play or even a JJ to end the half. So he's actually running. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna waste as much time as I can. And I actually tried to keep him in bounds there.
Got it open. I got a choice of John L. Williams, or I'm going to go with John L. Williams because he has more REC.
I think it's too long. That's my guess.
Oh!
You actually timed it perfectly.
Yeah, but
he's just that slow. I was thinking
and
because
that moon ball, Craig's is higher.
Yeah, I was thinking because of Craig's slow ball that there wasn't enough time, but I forgot Williams is slow, 25 maximum speed. Perry Kemp, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, Perry Kemp came through that touchdown.
Check my conditioning. Oh, Craig's in good. Warren's in bad, but I got Jones, who's almost the same thing. Let's see. Fenner's an average. McNeil's an average. Chadwick's in good. We'll switch Chadwick up because now he has more MS. That's not bad for these guys. All right, and I'm ready.
We're not going to post our number for questions between midnight and 3 a.m. It's just not how we're doing it. Did I say Sean Kemp? Is that why you guys are saying that? I meant Perry Kemp. I just go with the most popular guy.
Oh, I got through there.
Big dive tackle right there. I actually thought I had him.
Yeah, I thought you had me too. I called that play. I was hoping you'd be your linebacker again. All right, we're going to go keep with the run for now. See if we can open some things up that I wasn't able to in the first half. Right now, Jones is actually responding pretty good. The blocking is doing pretty good for me. I still got that Seahawks passing game. I set another trap for him, but he wasn't going to take the bait. get in the passing game. Guess play. Deflected. A loss of yards. I was going for the typical hot route on that. 3rd and 8. Need a big play here. I'm not in field goal range. Alright, I got my guy open up top, who's in pretty good condition, and I'm going to sneak. And
nice run.
Isn't my QB in good? I think because he was a lot fast. Yeah, my QB's in good, so that means he's at 19 MS, and he was a lot faster. And what I thought was going to be 4 or 5 yards and maybe a field goal, all of a sudden was 9 because of that extra speed. Got my first down. I'm going to take advantage of that extra speed that Krieg has. He's running. Okay, I got the tight end. Now notice the tight end, and now I'm running up here because the tight end's open. And I noticed that a little late, but you got to scramble away from your open receiver then to create as much separation as possible. I've got a deep guy open. Now here I'm going to take my time, force him to cover that guy so I can get as much yards as possible. Get out of bounds. Always get out of bounds so you don't fumble the ball. And then just systematically, right here. Oh, he covered him. Got him back in the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Yeah. Sometimes you do have to throw deep just to make sure to keep him honest and know that you'll throw him there.
Yeah, I hit the coverage there that time.
Oh, I've been noticing that burn route, and this time I went for it, and Chadwick was able to catch it. I figured it was worth the risk. A receiver in good and a quarterback in good. First down. In the red zone, I like to pass. I got everybody open. And, good thing that was deflected. I didn't see that recovering linebacker. All right. 2nd down and 6. Sticking with the pass again. Scrambling. And I threw an interception. It's not good on my part. Not good at all. I should have taken the sack, got out of bounds. It was too hasty there. No.
Guys in the chat just having a casual conversation. All right, so now I'm in the driver's seat. We got a tie game and the ball first down at the 20. So now is my opportunity.
Snuck that one.
Just snuck that one in there. I figured I could get him thinking that I was going deep and then get him to go back there, and I did just enough. And I finally get the
sidelines,
the sweep down, but stay in bounds, and that's a risk you take. But I was going for the extra yardage there.
Oh, I got Jones. I got a lot of guys in good.
And that's the breaks.
I got Jones in good. I got Krieg in good. Just got not screwed up in the red zone.
So the only good thing about that happening right now is if he does score, I should have at least a minute 30 on the clock to try to score. But I'm going to try to D up here.
Hit the timing pass on the blitz. Oh, he was blocked. I might have been able to run for more yards. But he guessed it, but I finally hit the hot route. I was trying to see if I could get him to commit to the quarterback so I could throw it to that guy, but I wasn't able to do it. I still came up with 5 yards. I'm going to keep the chains moving. Again to the opposite of... Ooh, that was a nice move by me. I almost went out of bounds there, but I didn't. Picked up 3 more yards. Still didn't see an opening. I want to be careful with this low passing speed not to throw another interception. Right, wide open, everybody. And I'm just going to run it. Safe route, just in case someone drops it or some other stupid Tecmo bullshit. Not having that happen to me. Still passing the ball. Oh,
bad throw.
Bad throw.
That was
by
an opportunity.
Krieg. I thought I saw that burn route, and I decided to take a try at it. Krieg almost let me down big time. Alright, I'm intentionally going for that jumping catch there. I saw it wasn't covered, and I had the timing on it. And I figured with Krieg, I wasn't going to do. It was better to throw it from there than to try to get closer. You really, that low passing speed's a problem in the red zone with him because it's just not the same as that higher passing speed when the ball gets to your receiver. And it really changes my scrambling in the red zone. Well, now he's going to play some defense. You're up.
So we got Haddix returning the kick. I'm going to be able to popcorn a few guys. Hopefully they don't fumble. Get out of bounds. I got plenty of time to score.
Want to check real quick?
Yeah. I have a bad habit of not always checking my conditions.
Yeah, I know.
So Fontenot's in bad. It doesn't really look like it affects his stats at all. But Thompson's, his stats are up. So I'm going to put him in the game. Sharp's good. Kemp's good. All right, so.
All right.
We'll see what we can make happen on this drive. It's pretty much do or die now. And since he committed to the blitz, I was going as far back as I could. And getting that completion. I know it's risky running up the middle because I did fumble on my last play, but felt that was the right thing to do there. Keep them honest on the run game. And with everybody open.
Oh, there you go.
So that time the fumble didn't hurt me. And I took a bad running angle right there. I should have gotten more yards out of that.
Nice. When I tried to turn direction to grapple you, and he slowed down.
And I got enough time for my blocking to dance around a little bit, make him commit to one guy, and was able to get that one in. So now 32 seconds. I'm going to kick it right down the middle and hope he doesn't have enough time to get out of bounds. Chances are he's going to be able to have at least one last heave here. And with Dave Krieg, I'm a little scared.
I actually got some decent yards. But
5 seconds. So I'm definitely guessing a pass play, so I got a 25% chance of breaking this up. For this play, I'm taking Mark Murphy. I want to have his best coverage possible. I could have brought back Tim Harris.
I barely got that off. It wasn't even worth it.
Short.
Just not enough speed to get down there with these receivers.
And it's an overtime game. Mort wins the toss. So now I got a D up. See if I can stop him. I've been pretty back and forth. There's been some defensive stops in this game, so.
One interesting thing on this matchup, I've got a bad kicker. He's got a good linebacker line.
Yeah, so if it comes down to a field goal, I have a better chance of blocking it.
Almost broke through there.
Mort makes some good moves there.
I still got a lot of guys in good condition. I'm just going to stick with my same lineup. I'm going to get the ball back on the ground now. Nice 5-yard pickup there.
I'm all for 5-yard pickups.
Yeah, I noticed him being Harris, so now I'm calling this play.
So that one was a little 10-yarder. So it looks like he's running a little bit.
It's Harris again. I figured he might try that again. first time he's not Harris. As you notice, I called the same play. I'm one-on-one. Oh, but his drone just came to help him. I just wanted to make sure he... I can tap you out there.
Grapple him long enough just so that drone comes.
3rd and 7. Nope. Oh, he guessed it.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
So...
I'm going to try the field goal to win the game, even though he has the good line.
Right at 50, so...
Right at the edge of his range. I think I got this. That was a close one.
Yeah, it was.
That was a very good one.
So, yeah, gave Mort a little bit of challenge with the Packers.
Well, you see that Seahawks matchup, the Seahawks can play with the Packers. They can play with the Packers.
Yeah, it was a good game. You know, it really just came down to that field goal at the end.
Yep.
He just committed to the run in that overtime and just got just enough yards to get down there and get in the range for the kick. That was about a 66-yarder. I said his range was 67, so we know he can hit that 66-yarder because he was at the 49-yard line. So there you have it, 17-14, the Seahawks against the Packers. So we broke down the Seattle Seahawks on this stream. I think it went pretty good, and we're going to be back in about a half hour or so breaking down the San Francisco 49ers, the best team in the game. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun for you. You get the 49ers.
Yeah, so
I'm on the rotation.
I better get a win with the 49ers. We'll see. You know, Mort might have some magic for me. But if you tune into the stream, thanks. We'll be back in a half hour. If not, just let us know what you thought of our offensive analysis, Seahawks breakdown in the comments section. Take care.